The United States of America, the most powerful country in the world, they say. Recently, I was watching the Olympic highlights and seeing how dominant America was in every sport had me kind of confused. How on earth is the most powerful country in the world have not still dominated the world of football? Or soccer, if you're American watching this. The World Cup, by far the most popular sporting event in the world, draws billions of TV viewership every tournament. Every top country is there for the likes of England, France, Germany, but there's usually one country missing. The United States of America, considered the most powerful country in the world with a population of 300 million people. You would think the US should be top tier in soccer like they are in every other sport, but that's not the case, it seems. In this video, I'll give you a little breakdown on why America hasn't seemed to find their footing into the football world. The first problem I found was the pay-to-play situation. A big difference in North America versus Europe is if you want to play at the highest level, you have to be able to spend some money, which gives restrictions to certain players because they're not able to afford it. If you know the situation, some of the best players come from the poorest environments. For example, LeBron, Ronaldo, Luis Suarez. Usually poverty breeds great athletes. The only way players in North America can play for free is if they are in an MLS academy setting, for example, Toronto FC, LA Galaxy, or etc. With that being said, compared to England with 92 professional clubs, it's quite hard to get into an MLS academy. Pay to play gives wealthier kids a better advantage compared to others, which football is a game for the working class. Kids from the streets of Brazil to someone who lives in the wet countryside of Stoke. Football is for everyone, but because of this ideology that the USA have for soccer, it gives kids no chance to really play it serious. Zlatan Ibrahimovic stated, "It has to be said that the sport is very expensive. In order for my children to play on a good soccer team, I have to pay a lot of money. It's not the figures, but the whole concept I dislike. Because football is for everyone. Look at Pele. He became a champion without anything. He played with the ball made from rag. Football is the finest sport in the world." Which, yeah, that nigga ain't lying. There is other sports to compete with. In America, there's so many sports for young athletes, the likes of basketball, football, and baseball. Usually a talented athlete, they make the decision for their main sport in the early stages of high school. In the USA, most high school teams are the way to go if you want to be a professional. With that being said, at the high school level for soccer, it's pretty terrible, and there's no notoriety. Compared to basketball, for example, the likes of Mikey Williams, Jalen Green, and LaMelo Ball, they become real-life celebrities, which is probably eye-catching to the young teens. Other sports in America are a lot more beloved than soccer, which goes to my next point, no passion. It's very hard to push a country that doesn't love football the way others do. Many kids from other places around the world uses football as a sense of therapy from the tough reality of life, like Brazilians from the favelas. The only time it seems that North America cares about football is during the World Cup, since it's a global sporting event. The biggest sporting event in the world is the Champions League final, but in America, it's the Super Bowl, which just shows that they only really care about soccer when it's the World Cup season. But over the years, it seems that North America has improved a lot in their soccer world. For example, the likes of Christian Pulisic, the likes of Alphonso Davies, and many more breaking into the barriers into the top leagues of Europe. So, in the comments below, tell me, do you think North America, Canada, or America in a couple years could be a powerhouse like the likes of Europe or France?